Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon, and this is .Hack Mutation, the second game in the original .Hack series. In the last episode, we finished all of our business with .Hack Infection. So now, on the main menu here, we go to Convert, and we're going to load up our first save file here. This is so ahead of its time. This is back in 2003, according to the copyright things there. The first time I've thought about converting your saves has been, I don't remember how many years ago it was, but the Dragon Age games and the Mass Effect games. I mean, that was this .hack was one or two generations before that, so very ahead of its time. But we're going to load up that save and get right into it. We need to know what's going on with Ara.
The day that he first played the world.
I do have captions on, so I don't know why they're not showing. I'm going to shut up.
His friend Orca fell into a deep coma as a result of Skaith's data drain.
The world isn't just an online game. Something with another purpose is lurking within it.
The Book of Twilight, handed to him by the girl Aura, transformed into a bracelet, giving him two extraordinary powers.
Is that Mia? Or is that Helba?
Data drain, the power to alter monster data. And gate hacking, which allows him to gain entrance into protected areas. And it was these very same powers that put Orca into a coma.
I want to help Orca.
With the help of the bracelet, he and his party succeeded in destroying Skaith. However,
Looks living. Looks like a heart that's jutting out gross nerve endings. I mean, obviously it is living, it's the monster, but still, just something about it.
So far, but we knew so little. And now, the true battle was about to begin.
Behind me, the Okamura, my significant other, is able to hear and detect the voice actors just from their names. Alright, since this is a new recording session, we're going to change up the background of our computer here. What are these? Oh, cool! That's some very pretty art. That's from the anime. Yeah, let's do it. Let's use image 11 where everyone's unconscious and sad. Alright, let's head and check out our mailer first. CC Corp says, there's a new version. The system of the world has been updated to version 2.9. With this update, the following feature has been added. Flag Race. You can now enjoy Flag Race within the town with the grunties you have raised. Woo freaking who. In the towns where you've raised every type of grunty, you can now enter them in a flag race. You can register at the grunty ranch, so aim to become the fastest grunty racer in the world with the R of racer into the scroll bar. Oops. Is this for real? I thought once we got the thing with the red wand, everything would be solved. It was baseless, but I thought everything would be back to normal. What did we do? Was what we did right? Not wrong, right? I hope so. There's no point in being negative about it. Let's just believe in ourselves. Oops. And Mistral goes, "Cool! I didn't know they had monsters like that. Let's play again, smiley face." Yeah, later. I'll email you when I need your help. That's right, we took Mistral with us for the final boss fight. So, I kind of assume it would have been a different email. Is that the same artwork on the left that we had the first time? It looks a bit more clean. I'll have to compare the footage. Alright, we also have some new news. SolNet dominates the network. Recent figures show SolNet now controls 58.7% of the domestic user network market. Whatever. Analysts theorize this stems from the low fee SolNet charges compared to its rivals and the ongoing network communication monopoly. Critics allege these fees will rise dramatically once SolNet share reaches 60%. Game coma impossible, says Professor. Daisuke Makunouchi, a professor at Tokyo Technical University who specializes in brain function, stated recently he believes there is no possibility that games could induce a comatose state in its players. The famous scientist scoffed at the notion, calling such claims incredible exaggerations. Some have suggested these incidents are related to the worst computer virus in history, Deadly Flash, which affected millions and resulted in 7 deaths back in 2003. Following the prominent scientist's statements, some have expressed relief over the issue and said they plan to return to the world. At Makino Hospital in Kanazawa City, a patient who fell comatose is still being hospitalized in stable condition. According to the hospital chief, they are no closer to determining the cause, though some speculate his condition could be genetic. Yeah, sure, it's not the game's fault. International Geographic discontinued. International Geographic, the world-famous magazine, which began publication in 1911, announced it will cease operations following next month's issue. And I will let you pause and read the rest of that if you wish. Some of the news articles in the game are not relevant to the main plot, or even a subplot. They're just here to kind of bury the issue, makes it a little bit more realistic. Like if every news article in the game was about the main plot, then it would feel a little unrealistic, right? Because that's not the way the world works. So you can pause there and read that if you wish, but I'm done. So let's head to the board. Could be because the board probably has new messages. It sure does. Virus, question mark? Kinda worried. There have been some weird problems ever since the last server problem. I wonder what's up. Some people say it's a virus. My computer froze and I logged back in, but it looked totally weird. It wasn't normal. There was noise on the screen and there was this really loud sound. Did that happen to everyone or just me? Wasn't it like a scream? I heard it too. I thought my computer just went bust. Kinda glad I'm not the only one, smiley face. Isn't that like really bad? There's just been a lot of problems lately, especially with what happened the other day and this time around. They should have some kind of response. So other people's PCs had that noise too. I wonder if it has to do with the soundboard on the system. Mine came with it. That's beside the point. My PC had that sound too, and the noise as well. I thought it broke. I doubt a virus is the cause. I wonder what's going to happen now, EG. I better not have to reformat my HD, or there will be bloodshed. Virus. I wonder what they'll do. Yeah. And CC Corp is being very quiet on the issue. Yeah, let's head up all these messages. Ultimate, this is about the operating system. You may recall Twilight of the New Gods was the old operating system before Ultimate. They recall the 3 years between Pluto's Kiss and the time they moved everything to Ultimate when the regular network was restricted. I guess they wanted some cool name for the net culture that bloomed in the end of the last century. Europeans like liberal artsish ways of explaining things. Pluto's Kiss. Pluto's Kiss was bad. It was like a countdown to the end of the world. I mean, the Pentagon's host computer was hit. Missiles were about to go off, right? Jeez, and wasn't it some 10-year-old kid who did it? Wow, the Pentagon's easy to hack. All right, network safety law. All for reform. Oh, yeah, so if you recall, the network safety law is if anyone deploys a virus, they can be killed, they can suffer the death penalty, and there's some dude in jail over the flashy virus from years ago who is set to die. And right now the Congress is debating whether to repeal the death penalty part of that. I'm against reform. You can't say it's just a computer virus. People did die from it, you know. We know the dangers of cyber terrorism from Pluto's Kiss and Deadly Flash. I'm against cheap reform! ! Who cares? I'm all for reform of the network safety law. You can't just kill someone because they just created some computer virus. Oh, that was the original message. Who cares? I don't think it matters if they reform it or not. Ultimate is a perfect OS, right? You don't have to worry about cyber terrorism or a computer virus. Oh, Masaki, you ignorant little lady. Probably. International Geographic discontinued. Is it the Times? A 100-year-old liberal arts magazine, but I didn't know about it at all. But I guess it's the Times. You can get comics online as well. My dad was solemnly listening to the news. Apparently he was a liberal arts major and wanted to become an author. That was a side of my dad I'd never seen before. Alright, so now let's check information about the world. Additions to version 2.9. A new feature has been added to the 2.9 upgrade. We'll explain it in the detail in the post below. Flag race. A flag race will be held in each of the towns where contestants will ride the grunty that they have raised and grab the flags in the town. To participate, raise all 3 types of grunties that are available in each town. When you have finished, you will receive an email message regarding the flag race. Please proceed according to that email. I have never done flag race, and it's because even back in the day when I played this the first time, I didn't give a shit about the grunties. But now we're raising all of them, so maybe I'll deal with that. But for now, let's go into the world proper and get any sort of cutscenes and direction we need to know where to go to help solve this mystery of the comas that totally exist and help Orca a little bit.
Let's go! We are going to the dungeon of Theta, chosen hopeless nothingness, to find out what happened. It feels icky leaving it hanging like this.
Okay, we can do that. So let me grab you, BlackRose.
Oh.
And we started this with Mistral, so let's add Mistral again. That way we have a balance. Oh, she's not around. Elk? Oh, okay. We'll take her from the top then. Mia, are you available? Maybe it'll just be the 2 of us who go. Usually the optional characters are at least available, so I might just be railroaded into going just with BlackRose. Yeah, no one else is online. Alright, well that's fine. Well, let's go BlackRose. We are going to go to Theta Chosen Hopeless Nothingness, which was one of the dungeons we went to before. The one with the final boss Skeeth in the previous game. See how everything is after we defeated that jerk and hopefully freed things, but clearly did not.
The bracelet, it's not shining.
Nope. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's anything to do here. Luckily, we have tons of items, so we should be safe. Oh, I thought there was a portal there that I just triggered. Well, no big deal. Let's head over to the dungeon and pop inside and see what happens.
It doesn't seem to have changed.
Nope. Nothing seems to have changed at all. Good thing we were a little stronger, because I wouldn't want to do this dungeon with just the 2. Oh, but there's no enemy portals here. That's intriguing. Well, I may as well grab all the treasures. I mean, it'd be dumb not to loot the place, especially if there's no resistance.
There are no enemies.
That's not a bad thing. It's a weird thing, but it's not a bad thing when we're trying to loot the place. Yeah, I may as well grab all the items while I can.
I wonder if that big thing is Theta was here,
What a weird
could
line.
we win?
No.
That's impossible.
Yeah, they're being awfully brave chasing the item, or the monster, when, like, it's clearly this large evil creature. Like, what possible chance would we have against it? But at the same time, I kind of get it. I mean, BlackRose has her own reason for doing all this, which we'll find out soonish, I think. And, you know, she's very curious about what's going on. We'll get her whole story eventually. She's just a little bit still untrusting of us. Not surprisingly, but she's coming around. Oh,
Hey,
poor BlackRose.
What?
aren't you afraid?
Who, me? I'm not afraid. No way. Well, alright, I am. I'm scared enough for the both of us. My controller is soaked with sweat.
Oh, that's a cute line.
So what about you, huh?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm terrified. But I can't let that stop me now.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, we have to find out what's going on. It is not super logical yet about what's going on. We need information, no matter how dangerous it is. I'm still a little surprised they're brave enough to do it. I mean, it's a pro-tag thing, I get it. But, like, within the context and the fiction of the game, the story, like, I'm surprised they are this brave to actually try to pursue the truth, because they've seen what's going on between Orca and what's going on with BlackRose, so they're a brave pair. We'll help them out.
Huh?
What? Hey, what did I tell you?
There's that walk
It's
cycle
rude.
again.
Really rude.
Sorry. But that graphic on the wall,
Where?
it's my imagination. But it's just that for a moment it seemed to transform.
Oh, don't ever scare me that way again. It's not funny. Don't you dare smiley at me.
Excuse me, but didn't something like this happen once before?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I confess. I'm just a newbie that's trying to act big and tough, that's all. Go on, laugh at me if you want.
I want to ask you something.
Now what? You're pissing me off.
Okay, chill, BlackRose.
The reason I'm here is because I want to help Orca. Why are you here?
Because... What?
Hi, Balmong.
I come here to discover the cause, and I find you again. Explain!
Explain my ass! You don't know anything!
I already told him the other day.
Huh? You did? Now that you know, what's the problem? Don't you understand what we're doing?
I do understand, but you need to face facts. With you two involved, things get worse. That's how I see it. Am I wrong?
He's not wrong.
Man, I hate him.
Maybe he's just got his own reason, one that's different from ours.
Yep.
Let's go on ahead.
The critics did not like the pacing of the story of the 4 games. I didn't mind it. I thought they slow burned it at the right temperature. They could have been faster with the plot, but
It's a dead end.
I don't think it would have made the game necessarily better.
I guess we can't go back there again.
Yep. Just like our dragon situation in the last episode, once you do certain bosses, you are locked out of those rooms for a while. Oh, hi, admin.
You are the player that won the power-up campaign, right?
Yeah, I sure did, and got an item that didn't work for some reason.
We had found out that the item we gave you has a defect that won't let you install it. We will exchange the item with the Book of Absolute.
Okay. Sure, that seems safe and fine. Okay, bye.
Power-up campaign? What's that?
Yeah, you would think that the fact another player doesn't know what the power-up campaign is pretty much means that this is not something we should do. But hey, we have the Book of Absolute, and it's a usable item. There is no danger in frickin' using it immediately, is there? Let's just go ahead and do it. Nope, can't install that one either. Or the Book of Iron. Very curious. Well, our business is concluded here, so I'm gonna Irish exit. Bye, BlackRose. Wait, an Irish exit is leave without saying goodbye. Alright. Well, that sucks. It sucks that we didn't get our books or our superpowers, but hey, at least we've got new mail. Oh, Ara emailed us again. System has directed something me into segments to something me to hurt me. I must something to be born. Find the stored segment, please. You are the only one I can count on. Okay, Ara. But Anonymous has an email too. I may have the information to cure those in a coma. If you are interested, come to Theta, Soaring Sky, Bounded Abyss. I will be waiting.
Who is this? I guess I'll go.
The way Protag is delivering the lines, he seems pretty unsure, but not... he still seems hesitant about wanting to go into these areas. I would have delivered the lines more curiously than hesitant, but, whatever. I mean, they didn't have direction, clearly. Okay, so as usual, I do what I call my baseball rotation. I use the weakest characters in my party, and Natsumi and Gardenia are both 32. Let's see if we can get them. Oh, no we can't. Wow, can I at least get BlackRose? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Looks like I'm gonna have to do this part solo. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. But luckily we've got lots of items to work with, and I think we'll be just fine. Let me... because I think those are new keywords. So, oh yeah, and we have some new keywords here. Let me mess with my Excel sheet real quick. The word counts have gotten really silly. There's 43 Part A words, 42 Part B words, 38 Part C words, and 2 servers. So there's 137,256 possibilities for dungeons. These numbers are just silly now. But anyway, let's head to Theta, Soaring Sky, Bounded Abyss by ourselves. It's a level 13. We'll definitely be fine by ourselves unless there's some sort of really horrifying surprise here. Oh, we are in Nothingness. I wonder if we'll even be able to bring anyone here later.
Hey!
Hey, BlackRose.
I got a suspicious email instructing me to come here. You get one too?
There's a clue to curing those who went into comas. That?
Yeah. Hold on a sec. That's weird. Look, I can't gate out. Oh, what was that sound?
Admin. Too many other admins.
Welcome. I am Lios.
Okay, hi
Assistant
Lios.
Administrator of the world. You have ignored our warnings and have gone too far. If the two of you hadn't interfered, then the situation would not have deteriorated.
You not only did nothing about the coma victims, but you also tried to cover up that fact. What about your actions?
Viruses that were spread by hackers caused a series of problems. If you want to blame someone, blame them.
Are you saying that if I blame someone, those who are in comas will awake and return to normal? Then, okay, sure. I'll accuse them all you want. Kazu's still in the hospital. Bring him back! Bring him back to normal! Bring him back!
We are currently investigating the relationship between the world and those who fell comatose. We are not twiddling our thumbs, I assure you. We're working on countermeasures. But aside from that, to take immediate action to prevent the situation from worsening, it requires that you delete your character.
Delete it? Why?
You should know that your character violates the software usage agreement. Installation of an illegal effect. You do know what I'm referring to. I will delete you now.
Wait a moment.
Well, well, well. Hello, Helba.
Helba!
Lios. Do you want to be one of the lost ones as well?
What?
I wonder what would happen if the boy performed data drain. Right here and now.
No way, I wouldn't do that.
I know. Since you aren't stupid. The stupid one is this pig-headed man. You don't even understand how it works, yet you'll delete it before finding that out. Or do you even possess the ability to delete it in the first place? The boy's character data is so well protected, the system administrator can't even crack it. In spite of the fact that you developed a vaccine and disguised it as a rare item. Deleting those you cannot control is something that a pighead would do.
Can I say something?
No,
I
you're just
really
a child.
don't care what happens to this character data.
Hold on! Wait, what do you mean that you don't?
It's true. Like I've said before. I simply want to help my friend. And that's all I want to do.
I really
Helba,
like that as a
System
motivation.
administrator. I need your advice. What should I do?
I'm sorry, little boy, but I don't have the answer to your question. And I'm positive that pighead there doesn't either. Although, if the design of this world was based upon writings in the epitaph of Twilight, it should provide you a clue.
Forget it.
Lios,
Yeah, what?
the code name given to a system administrator. Were you remotely aware that it's the name of the King of Light that appears in the epitaph?
It is?
Silencing is not the only means of control. Why don't you observe them for a little while longer?
I won't take orders from you.
Orders? No, I'm only offering it as a suggestion.
Oh,
The
Helba, I
net is
so don't
spread
trust
throughout
you.
the world. If the problems escalate, can you accept responsibility? It's your decision.
The decision is put on hold. Later I'll tell you the outcome.
You friggin' coward.
Later, eh? Till then.
Epitaph of Twilight.
We haven't got enough to go on so far.
Yeah, we have 2 pieces of it, but we still don't even know the
About the
context.
thing earlier. No, forget it. Well, so long for today.
Yeah, I love the motivation of the protag that he just wants to help his friend. He doesn't give a shit about this game. He just got into the game because he wanted to have a little bit of fun with his friend. Nothing else matters to him. He doesn't care. He's less attached to an avatar that he's played for maybe a few weeks than I am to, say, Ruin, who I've been playing whatever for nearly a decade now, so I get it. And we've got some new mail and some new news, but we are out of time for this episode, so that will do it for today. Hopefully you're interested in this. I think it's a hell of a hook for anyone who's playing the game or maybe watching the game. We've got to help Orca. We've got to know what's going on with BlackRose. We just want to solve the problems, and so we don't have people winding up in comas like my background image there. So thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.